In DocuSign Agreement Manager, obligations are actions or commitments that one or more parties agree to fulfill as part of an agreement. DocuSign AI automatically extracts obligations from an agreement when an envelope is completed in DocuSign eSignature or a document is uploaded to Agreement Manager. To ensure obligations are successfully tracked and fulfilled, Contract Manager should review all obligation due dates, configure email reminders, review all obligations for an individual party, and create new custom obligations. Let's start by reviewing the Obligations dashboard. You can access the dashboard from Insights by clicking Dashboards and then selecting Obligations. The Obligations dashboard displays a summary of your agreement obligations. These charts include obligations surfaced by DocuSign AI and any obligations you may have manually added. The first chart is Obligations by Due Date, which is useful to show the next due dates. The date range is customizable, and you can select a segment of the chart to view the obligations associated with that segment. The second chart is Obligations by Type, which is useful to review upcoming obligations separated by type. The date range is customizable, and each chart can be downloaded as an image. Use the available filters to update both charts to narrow which obligations are included. You can filter by due date, obligation type, parties, obligation owner, obligation status, and agreement name. You can configure subscriptions to be notified well before an obligation is due. For each chart on the Obligations dashboard, click the bell icon. Enter a subscription name and determine how often you want to receive the Obligations Report email notification. Enter the names or email addresses of who should receive the email report notifications. Click Schedule when you're finished. It can be very helpful when negotiating renewals to review all the obligations promised to each party. Each individual party has a separate party profile page where you can review all the agreements associated with or promised to the selected party. Select Obligations to display all the obligations associated with the party. Select an obligation to view its details. Obligation details are where you can update an individual obligation. Individual obligations display the current status on the agreement preview page. You can also view the name, owner, and due date. To update the obligation, click the pencil icon. Change the obligation status, due date, amounts, and any other information that needs to be updated. Click Save when you're finished. Although obligations can be extracted from agreements using DocuSign AI, you can also manually create obligations. From the Agreement Preview page, locate the text within the agreement for which you want to create an obligation. Drag your mouse over the selection and click Create Obligation in the pop-up window. Enter an obligation name. Select which type of obligation you're adding. Select which status the obligation should start in. Complete all required fields. Click Save when you're finished. While Agreement Manager provides you with standard obligation types, you can create custom types to better categorize your obligations. Click the Settings menu and select Obligations. Click New Obligation Type. Enter the name of the new obligation type and click Save. Custom obligation types can be renamed. If they're no longer used, you can hide them so they're not available as an option. Click Actions and select Rename or Hide.